Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, a few days ago, the Migration Advisory Committee, popularly known as MAC, released an official report that categorically, affirmed the fact that immigrants are needed in some sectors. And they published this report and, made so much emphasis that, some of the sectors that I'll be talking about in this video, the UK government or the UK economy is definitely over reliant on, foreign workers for those sectors. And they're saying that they don't see any way, the economy will be able to survive without immigrants. I mean, reading the reports, it's a 101-page report. It's quite humbling to see that, Mark could come to the conclusion that, they could not find any evidence that this sector is exploiting, foreign workers, or they are, bringing in foreign workers in order for them to, enjoy cheap labor. They could see that, there's a massive need for, foreign workers to be able to fill in most positions in the sector. So basically, they're just saying that, this sector cannot survive at the moment without, foreign workers coming in to take up the jobs. So it means that, more opportunities are definitely in the sectors for, immigrants who are looking at moving into the UK or those who are already in the United Kingdom and trying to explore job opportunities. It means that you might want to start focusing on this sector going forward. So if you'd like to hear more about this, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, come on, click on the red subscribe button. On this channel, I share everything UK immigration, transitioning into tech, and personal finance. So you might want to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Based on a publication released by Mark a few days ago, it says that Mark find no major immigration issue to fix in key review of IT and engineering recruitment. Now, the Migration Advisory Committee concludes IT and engineering sectors' use of immigration system is proportionate, compliant with rules, and driven by clear, labor market demand. Now, let's read a little bit further. Now, the Migration Advisory Committee has today published a comprehensive review of the usage of the immigration system by firms when recruiting IT and engineering professionals. Now, the assumption has always been that, most of these organizations are choosing to go more for international workers or foreign workers because they want to, employ people that will be willing to, accept any salary, cheap labor, basically. But with the investigation carried out by Mark, they are coming out to that say that now most of the organizations in IT, in engineering, they actually been very compliant with immigration system. They obviously not exploiting, foreign workers or exploiting the system by employing foreign workers. Would they assume are actually, accepting cheap labor? Now, let's read a little bit about this info. So, now commissioned in August 2024 by Home Secretary, the report aimed to understand the extent to which the IT engineering sector rely on international recruitment and to access their contribution to the UK labour market. The Home Secretary commissioned the review, amid concerns about a possible over-reliance on overseas hiring in this sector. Now, importantly, the Migration Advisory Committee's review find out that while IT and engineering are among the top sectors using immigration system to recruit foreign workers, their reliance on international recruitment is not as significant as initially perceived. Now, they went further to say that the usage of the immigration system by the IT and engineering sector is found to be broadly proportionate, compliant with the immigration rules, and driven by clear demand in the UK labour market. Engineering, in particular, does not stand out from other graduate level roles, whereas IT has a higher relative usage. And despite this, the vast majority of new hires in these sectors come from resident workforce, with international recruitment serving to address domestic skills shortage and access top talent. And as is the truth, and that's why you say that those in the IT engineering space, they kind of have more opportunities to relocate to foreign countries or developed countries like this because of how much in demand they are. Now, for example, the UK, if you're a professional in the IT sector, you can either get a job to move on a skilled worker visa. You also got the option to come into the UK on a global talent visa. So it tells you how much in demand those in those sectors are, and that's why there are so many options available for them to come into the country to help boost the economy, to help bring in their skills to the labor shortage here in the United Kingdom. Now, from the immigration perspective, we have not found major problem to be fixed, the MAC states in its covering letter to the Home Secretary. So it means that, there's nothing to fix. There's no amount of training that would need to be done to help fix the institution at the moment. So what MAC is saying basically is that they are not exploiting, the system. The organizations in the IT and engineering sectors are actually, recruiting international, applicants because of pure demand in the economy. Now, if you go further, it says that in addition, migrant workers in IT engineering make a significant positive net fiscal contribution to the UK, driven by their higher than average wage and reduced reliance on public service and benefits. So basically, those who are working in the IT space, engineering space, are actually earning a whole lot. They're being paid reasonable amount in salary, and these individuals are paying their tax. They've got no recourse to public funds. It means that their net contribution to the economy is in the higher positive, because they're not getting anything back from the economy in terms of benefits, and they're contributing a whole lot. Majority of their salary is going back on tax, on NI contribution, and this is part of the findings that MAC has just provided to the Home Secretary. Now, the MAC makes no formal recommendation in the report, cautioning against system-wide changes based on the review of two occupational groups. However, it offers several observations and suggestions for the government to consider, particularly in relation to immigration and skills policy. The report welcomes the proposal of the government's recent immigration white paper for the MAC to review salary thresholds and associated discounts and support the intention to abolish immigration salary list in the skilled worker route. Now, the report also discusses the complex relationship between immigration and skills policy, noting that increasing the level of skills in the domestic labor pool does not guarantee reduction in migration. It emphasizes the importance of investment in skills training and need for a strategic approach to address the current and future skills shortage. The MAC suggests that the government should consider widening the range of occupation levels reviewed in the future, particularly technical occupations below graduate level, which are complementary to professional roles and serve as a pipeline into such roles. Now, one of the things that was discussed on the white paper, publication that was made a couple of weeks ago, was that the government is planning to increase the skill level required to be able to take up any graduate role in the UK. But the sincere truth is that many of the foreign workers or international applicants applying for most of these roles are either BSc holders or master's degree holders. So increasing the skills level required for most roles doesn't really make any massive difference. It doesn't reduce the number of immigrants that can apply for some of those roles, because majority of them are overqualified anyways, if that makes sense. So that's what Mark is saying, that increasing that skills level for those roles doesn't make any difference, because all of these guys applying for the roles are highly skilled individuals, are individuals that have got degrees, across different fields. So basically, what this publication is affirming is the fact that there's no immigration issue to be fixed for those who are, getting into the IT and engineering space. That's why I tell people that if you're looking at exploring opportunities here in the UK, there are more opportunities in this space, in IT, in engineering. If you're coming for, let's say, for example, an undergraduate program here in the UK, it kind of makes sense for you to, come in for programs that are of high demand and highly relevant in the UK job market as of today. An example of that is engineering, IT, or the healthcare sector. So if you're looking at becoming a doctor, a nurse, an IT professional, work in engineering, whether electrical, civil, mechanical, whatever part of engineering you want to work in, those are sectors that are of high demand, that your degree would definitely be of relevance to you getting into the UK job market. So what are your thoughts about this? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, do also hit on the subscribe button. I share everything UK immigration, transition into tech, and personal finance on this channel. So you might want to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, You guys are the reason why I keep making all of these videos on a weekly basis. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.